Welcome back, everybody. Today we're here to talk about The Walking Dead Season 10, Episode 11, titled Morning Storm. We're going to be looking at the opening minutes and talking about it and breaking it down shot by shot. I'm very excited about this episode because it looks to be a really good episode with that big battle at the hilltop. So like I said, we're going to be going through the trailer and breaking it, or excuse me, the opening minutes and breaking it down shot by shot. But with all that being said, spoiler warning in case you aren't caught up with The Walking Dead, and if you're a fan of the show, be sure to subscribe for more Walking Dead content just like this. But with all that being said, let's get into it. Alright, so like I said, yeah, this episode is gonna be mainly the big thing in this episode is gonna be the Whisper War at the hilltop, and we're gonna I think we're gonna start seeing them head over to the hilltop. We're seeing it from the perspective of the Whispers, and the opening minute starts off with Beta here stabbing this tree because he's trying to get some tree sap out of it. And then it kind of just like pans out and we see the rest of the community, the Whisperer community. And yeah, it's really cool seeing how they live and how they survive. And I know I've said this multiple times in other videos, but I'm gonna say it one more time because I just love how they're really exploring the Whispers a lot more. It's a lot more deeper than I expected it to be, because they're really going into we're actually seeing the Whispers as much as we're seeing like almost the main group, you know what I mean? Like we're seeing them a lot and seeing the way they live. And I think it just made the show so much better because you see like the two perspectives, like the Whispers and then the Alexandrians and the Hilltoppers, and you see them both so much, and it just adds to the show because you're just waiting for that climax, when they both meet there at the final battle. Now, I don't know if that's going to be the Hilltop or I think there's going to be like probably like a final battle at the very end, but I do think this Hilltop battle is gonna be like the big battle, and I think that's where they're headed to at the end of the opening minutes, which we'll get to in just a second. But after that, we cut to Negan and Alpha, and again, they're spending a lot of time together. And the more I'm watching these two on screen together, I have a feeling that it's gonna be Negan who takes down Alpha. I don't know, like I want Carol to take down Alpha, but I think it's gonna be Negan because of how close they are and what Negan is doing. Like Negan obviously is not a bad guy. He's not the best guy, but he's not gonna turn on the Alexandrian and stuff like that again. He's not gonna really join the Whispers. He's just doing it so he can survive. So because he's going through all of this, that's why I'm saying like I don't think he's gonna do all this and then the payoff isn't gonna be there. But like I say that, I feel confident when I say that, but then I think about it and I'm like, you know what, Carol is really on, like this is a mission for Carol pretty much all season, since what happened at the end of season 9 with Henry, and this has been like her mission and her goal to kill Alpha. And then I also feel like maybe that's like the best thing to happen, maybe it should be Carol. So I don't know, it's so hard to decide, which honestly is a good thing because you always kind of have a feeling of who's gonna take down like the villains. But in this situation I really don't know, but let me know what you think in the comments down below. I think the perfect situation would be if they both team up and kill Alpha. No, but let me know seriously what you think is gonna happen in the comments down below. But basically what's happening here is Alpha is doing that thing where she whips herself. We saw like Beta doing it to her at the end of episode, or like the end of season 9 I should say, because whenever she shows any signs of weaknesses, she does that. And this is what Negan is doing now with her. And that's what I mean, like they're getting really close. And I think Beta's gonna have a problem with he is gonna have a problem with it. We'll talk more about that later on because you can kind of see that in the opening minutes as well. But Negan is sort of making a joke here because he slept with Alpha, and he's just making jokes, and Alpha's basically saying this is a serious matter. And it's really funny, like Negan is just joking around pretty much this entire, like I don't really understand why Alpha's falling for it, because like Negan has been joking around this entire time, like he's not taking anything seriously. So I don't know what's up with Alpha, and I don't know why she's taking this all, like I feel like she should be suspicious, like that would probably be my only complaint about this situation, this whole like the Whisperers and Alpha and Negan, because I'm really liking this season. But like if you actually think about it, like why is Alpha not like falling for anything? The only explanation would be like if she like likes Negan, more than just another Whisperer. So that's really my only explanation, or like my only like reasoning behind that, because like Negan, or maybe she thinks Negan is like a goofy, funny guy, which she sort of is. So maybe maybe she's not taking him that seriously. But still, it's kind of funny too. Negan is always like cracking jokes and stuff about everything that Alpha is doing. But anyways, yeah. So Alpha basically just asks Negan to whip her on the arm, and he does it. Obviously doing what he has to do. But then Alpha does it to Negan too, which I don't think he was really expecting it. But again, he gets whipped and he just sort of laughs it off. So that's really Negan, and it's kind of funny again. But yeah, that's what I mean. Like they're getting really close, and I don't think they would be doing all this if it isn't gonna be Negan to be the one to take down Alpha. Like even though Carol might be more deserving, I could definitely see a situation where if they want Negan to be like full on board with the other Alexandrians and like pretty much be like another Alexandrian, not just like that guy who lives with us, but we're gonna isolate him because he's Negan. Like if they really want to build that, relationship with other characters, like Negan actually being an important character or not, he is an important character, but like a prominent character, in relation with the other ones. I think it makes sense for Alpha, or for him to be the one to kill Alpha. I really do. And I can even see a situation where like Daryl acknowledges it, and that even brings Daryl and Negan close together because he would appreciate what Negan did for Carol, because like Daryl understands Carol, like even though he might be a little upset with Carol, he understands because of what Alpha did. Like that's intolerable, so it makes sense. And I think Daryl's like that one character who, like, I always like have trouble seeing Negan and Daryl getting along. Just like I think in the comic books, it was really hard to see Rick and Negan getting along. And I think if Negan is the one to kill Alpha, that'll definitely help that relationship out, And what else is really interesting is that Negan and Carol have never, like, at least for us, they've never been on screen together. Now, in The Walking Dead, there was a huge time jump, like 6, 7, 8 years has passed since, Negan got introduced. So, like, maybe during the time skip, Carol and Negan saw each other, but they never showed it on screen. So I think for a lot of fans, like, we always think that they have never met each other, which maybe they never met. Like, they've never really confirmed that. At least, like, I don't know if they've confirmed it or not, but we have never seen Carol and Negan meet on The Walking Dead, like on screen. And it's interesting how it's those two characters who are the ones who want to take down Alpha the most, and they are the leading people to take down Alpha. So maybe that is also something that could bring them close together, and possibly even introduce. Like imagine that. Like I don't know if they've never met, but if they have never met, like imagine that's the thing that brings them, introduces them together, Negan killing Alpha, because Carol would obviously appreciate that. And then the opening minutes ends off with this really cool thing where the Whisperers are walking here in the woods, and I believe they're headed towards the hilltop. And you can definitely see Beta's like really angry here, and I love the way they filmed this. Like we have Beta and this other Whisperer here talking, and it sort of like goes past them, and we cut to Alpha, and then it just sort of goes right next to her, like the camera goes next to her, and we see Negan there. And this is the first time we're seeing Negan in the Whisper mask. Super awesome. So he's officially a Whisperer, like a fake Whisperer, but he officially is a Whisperer. But I love this scene because you can tell that Beta's like really angry, because Beta is the one who is most of the, or like all the time next to Alpha, because he's Beta. And now he's in the back over here, and it's Negan who's walking next to Alpha. So you can imagine that Beta's like really angry about it. So there's definitely gonna be problems within the Whisperers also. Like I can even see like maybe Beta confronting Alpha. I mean, we know Beta and Negan are gonna get really angry. I mean, Beta at least is gonna get angry at Negan, and probably have some words for him, because he might be a little jealous of him and how he's getting close to Alpha and possibly taking that Beta position. I think there was even like an interview, I think, with Ryan Hurst, who was saying that like Beta does not trust Negan at all. And like I was saying in the beginning of the video, like Alpha definitely trusts Negan, even though it might be a little bit, like you might question like why she trusted Negan so much. Beta is like that other character who is opposing her, and like he does not trust Negan at all. So it's gonna be interesting to see if like he tells Alpha that, and maybe Alpha like gets upset or something, But nonetheless, this is gonna definitely cause some tension among the Whisperers, and it might even be a downfall. It might cause their downfall for them because and that's what I mean. Like in the beginning of the video, I was talking about how they're really exploring the Whisperers in a deep way. Like we're getting all this stuff, and I just love it. Instead of just like battle, 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 there's actually a lot of good character stuff, which I think is why this season and why the Whisper arc in general has been really good. But yeah, that is where the opening minutes ends off. Let me know what you think about it in the comments down below. What do you think about the whole Negan and Alpha relationship? Do you think Beta's gonna try to fight Negan? I can definitely see like them getting in a fight again. What do you think? Who do you think is gonna kill Alpha? Let me know all your thoughts and opinions in the comments down below. But like I said, that was the opening minutes, so I am gonna wrap it up there for this video. Hopefully you guys did enjoy. If you did, be sure to leave a like rating, and for more Walking Dead videos, be sure to subscribe, as we're in the season now. We're gonna be getting a lot of videos, so be sure to subscribe to be kept up to date. Thanks for watching as always, guys, and I'll see you guys later.